Yeah, my first class. Really? Kalpana. Nice. Nice cousin. Yeah, can you do that file? Everyone, please say 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Very good evening to everyone. And once again, let me do the same wish that we do at the beginning of every meditation session. I sincerely wish that may this meditation session also help you to develop at least little inner peace and little inner happiness. With that wish, we are going to start today's meditation session. So, dear Dhamma friends, now we have already begun the first step of breathing meditation, and up to the end of this month, so we are going to practice the first step of breathing meditation. So, the first step of breathing meditation is, when you practice it, what you have to do is, please pay your entire attention to the incoming breath and outgoing breath. So don't go with the breath all the way in. Please stop your observation at the end of your nostrils, right? In the end of your nostril is a place that you cannot see. It is a place that you need to recognize by observing your own breath. When the breath goes in, right, it touches that particular area before it goes all the way in, right? So then very calmly observe the movement of your breath and recognize that area where the breath goes and touches before it goes all the way inside your body, right? And then when the breath comes out too, it will touch the very same area. So until, please stop your observation. So at the end of your nostrils, right? So when the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. And then after that, please stop your observation at the end of your nostrils, right? And let the breath go in. And wait patiently Abhi, please come. So then after that, so start your observation again whenever the breath so touches the end of your nostrils to go out, right? When the breath is going out, so it will come and touch the end of your nostrils before it goes out, right? Start your observation so when it goes out. Until then, please wait very, very patient. Give your entire calmness. Give your entire patience, right? So develop your maximum sensitivity, right? So let your whole mind be very calm, very quiet, very peaceful, and give your entire attention to the breath. That's what you have to do. You have to be a warrior inside yourself, right? You have to be a warrior inside yourself. This is a spiritual war that you conduct for the betterment of you, right? Therefore, understanding that, give your entire strength, put your entire strength and work very ardently, very ardently. When you become a better person, you are not going to limit your positivity towards yourself, inside yourself. You are going to share it with your family members. You're going to share it with your co-workers. You're going to share it with everybody that you will meet in your life. And your inner calmness, your inner peace, your inner happiness, it will definitely affect the other people too. To develop that, breath is the way, right? But breath is the beginning part. Therefore, give you everything and work very ardently. So when the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. When the breath is going out, please be fully aware. And then certain breaths, you will recognize certain breaths as gross breaths. They are gross. They are not very comfortable. And there'll be certain breaths which are comfortable. There are certain breaths which are gross, and there are certain breaths which are soft. Recognize accordingly, but don't favor it. Don't favor any breath. So let it naturally come, just observe. Let it naturally go, just observe. What you have to do is just to be a gatekeeper, right? Gatekeeper only observes the area of the gate. It is not concerning about people who are wandering outside the gate, or he is not considering about the people who are already inside. Just like that, pay your entire attention up to this place and stay there very patiently, very calmly, very peacefully, giving your entire attention. And there'll be certain breaths which are long. There'll be certain breaths which are long. And there'll be certain breaths which are short. And certain, if certain meditators have practiced successfully, they might have begun to experience the subtler breaths, right? The subtler breaths. Subtler breaths are the breaths, kinds of breaths, which are which you feel, those breaths, you feel them like a small a thread coming in and going out. It's a very pleasant experience. So somehow, so let it come, let it go. Just observe it as it is. If you can observe it, so start observing that. But if you feel difficulty, right? If you feel difficulty in catching up that breath, then what you have to do is you have to start breathing in and you have to breathe in and breathe out intentionally for some time. And then then after that, if you start experiencing the same kind of breath, then at that time, what you have to do is so develop more courage. So don't be scared. So just so calmly start focusing on that subtler breath. Right? Since your mind has become very calm to a deeper level, right? Since your patience has developed to a deeper level, since your inner peace has developed to a better level, you are experiencing, that's why you are experiencing such kind of breaths. So accept the reality and don't don't develop fear, and don't feel overjoyed thinking, oh, I have reached a greater milestone. Instead, be contented with what you're experiencing right now, and just keep on going with your practice, because you have a very long way to go. If you are very excited with the, if you become, overjoyed with one small step, then you will get demotivated to move forward further. So keep the balance of the mind all the time, right? Then keep on practicing like that. Work very ardently. Work very ardently for your own benefit first, and then for the benefit of all the other people in your life, right? Okay. Then that's the first step of breathing meditation. And now, every day, before we start, I teach you something that you need to adapt into your life as good meditators. So during the last 2 weeks, I taught you about the responsibilities of a husband towards the wife. And also I taught you about the 5 responsibilities of a wife towards the husband, right? If you practice, I'm not going to ask them, I'm not going to question them to check whether you remember about those things, because it will take more time. But hope you will be able to adapt them into your life, and then by that way you can create a very good, healthy, peaceful family background, which can help you to develop in this practice. And finally, I sincerely wish me you have the 4th kind of family in your life. I told you about 4 kinds of couples, right? So what is the 4th kind of couple? Yeah, the God. So the family, we are a God lives with the goddess, right? We have to create such kind of family in our life, right? Then today I'm going to teach you about the 5 responsibilities of a parent towards the children. So you can write them down, but please be quick. For the parents in this world, the greatest wealth is the children, right? There is no any other wealth that can be compared to the children when it comes to parents. Buddha also said, Putta vattu manussana, right? Children are the wealth of parents. Right? And then when you create a good child, looking at that good child that you nourished, that you nurtured, you will feel the happiness, which is only second to the happiness of the heaven. Right? We think about the happiness in the heaven, right? So you will feel the happiness, which is only secondary to the heavenly happiness, if you nurture a very good child, right? And then if you nurture the bad child with immoral and negative qualities, such kind of people will suffer. The suffering which is only second to the suffering in the hell. Right? Therefore, nurturing the kids well is very important. Right? And at the same time, we have to understand just advising the kids, that's not enough. We have to understand that example is always better than the precept. So you have to show qualities with your own example. That's also very important. Right. Let's recognize what are the responsibilities of a parent towards the children. Right. Number one, please be quick. First one is teaching them what is wrong. Right. Teaching them what is wrong. So parents should protect their children from immoral actions, guiding them away from harmful conduct. That's what it means, right? Many people think giving the education is the most important. But according to Buddha, no. Avoiding them, helping them to avoid wrong actions, right? Immoral actions, harmful actions. So that is the first thing the parents should teach to the children. That's why parents are called as the first teachers of the children. Right? The second responsibility is teaching them what is right. Right? So while teaching them what is immoral and then harmful, you teach them what is moral and at the same time what is harmless. Right? We have to teach them the value of compassion, and we have to encourage them in doing good compassionate actions. We have to teach them what is loving kindness, and we have to encourage them in engaging actions of loving kindness. Right? And then honesty, and there are various kinds of such good qualities that we need to help them grow inside them. Then third one is giving them a good education. Right? That is the third responsibility of a parent. So parents have to ensure children receive education, skills, and intelligence to become self-sufficient. Right? They cannot live under the shade of parents. Right? They also have to be self-sufficient. They also have to be independent one day. Therefore, we need to teach them how to become independent effectively by giving them very good education so that they'll have a good future and they'll live a good life even when you're gone. Right? Then fourth one is arranging a suitable marriage. So arranging a suitable marriage means those days they arrange marriages, but nowadays mostly there are no many arranged marriages. Mostly, couples, they get to know each other and finally they marry. So somehow, whenever they are about to marry, better to check about the bride's or groom's background. Right? If not, if not, because later on, parents will suffer if they won't meet the right partners, right? So therefore, they have more experience about life. So with using that experience and knowledge, so they can check on that. And then helping them to marry on the right time as they want. And then fifth one is handing over the inheritance at a proper time. That's number 5. Before you pass away, whatever the things that you have to bestow them, you have to share them with your children evenly. When you share those things, you should not think, oh, this child is poor and this child is rich, so I should give lesser amount to the rich child and a smaller amount to the poor child. Right? So we should not do that wrong thing. We always, to show that we treat everyone, it is up to them to earn as they want, right? But it is your duty as a parent to share everything that you have evenly with all of them, right? So this is the fifth responsibility of a parent before you pass away, right? Or even before you pass away, when it is the right time, right? So when you have so nice children with good qualities, then it can help you to create a very good family, healthy family. Healthy families help us to create healthy communities, mentally and physically healthy communities. And then mentally and physically healthy communities can create a very good country. Such kind of countries joining together can create a peaceful and happy, healthy world. Right? So therefore, better to fulfill these 5 duties towards your children as wise parents. Then by that way, you can create a healthy family inside your one. Okay. Now, now we are going to start the silent meditation. So everyone, please keep your back straight, neck straight, head straight. Please keep your right palm on your left palm and let your whole body to relax. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom and bottom to top. Now please slowly close your eyes, not very tightly, not very smoothly, just to the level that you can prevent the outside sights that can distract you. Now calm down. First, before we start the silent meditation session, I will pay our sincere respect and gratitude towards the Buddha, and after that, we'll begin today's silent meditation. Calm down and please calmly concentrate. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Namo tase bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhase. Itimeso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho. Viññācarana sampanno sungato lokaminu. Anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati. Satta deva manusanam buddho bhagavati. Swakato bhagavata dhammo sannittiko akaliko. Ehi pasiko opanaiko pachatang veditammo vinyuhiti. Supanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Unyumanipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Nyaya panipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Samici manipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Yadidang chattari purisa yugani atte purisa puggalam. Esa bhagavato savaka sangho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo nakineyo anjali karaniyo. Anuttarang punyakhetang lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, Sadhu. Now, with a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, with an alert, very attentive mind, with a very patient, peaceful mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. Please pay your entire attention to the breath which is coming in and going out. When the breath is coming in, please be fully aware. When the breath is going out, please be completely aware. If the breath is long, if the breath is short, if the breath is gross, if the breath is soft, let it be so. Don't try to change it. Keep on observing and focusing and calming down the mind on natural breath, natural flow of breath of you. Please practice diligently, consistently, with a very diligent, courageous mind. May you be able to develop concentration, inner peace, and inner happiness. May your meditation be very, very successful. Please start your meditation right now. Now, if your legs are paining, you can calmly change your posture, especially the beginners. If you want to change your postures, you can calmly change your posture. But please keep your eyes closed. Now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation in brief. Loving kindness meditation in brief. First, let's share our sincere loving kindness with you. Please think, may I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards yourself first. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Please think, may my dear mother, may my dear father, may my dear teachers, relatives, and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all of them. Your dear parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards the neutral people. All of you know that neutral people means the people who don't fall into the category of friends and enemies. These are the people who are neutral, who are in the middle. Let's spread our loving kindness towards them. Please think. May all the neutral people be well. May all the neutral people be happy. May all the neutral people be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your loving kindness towards them. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards our enemies. First, please forgive them for their past mistakes. You can also ask forgiveness mentally for your past mistakes that you did to hurt them. After that, please spread your loving kindness towards the enemies. Please think. May my enemies be well. May my enemies be happy. May my enemies be peaceful. May they be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards your enemies. Your enemies. Now, let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. Not only towards human beings, but also towards all kinds of animals, visible or invisible beings. Let's spread our loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. All the beings in the world. Please think. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be very peaceful. Please spread your sincere loving kindness towards all the beings in the world. All the beings in the world. Bhavattu sabbe mangalang rakantu sampeti vetam samme buddhanupavine samme dhammanupavine samme sanghanupavine sada sutti mavang tuti. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now everyone, please calmly open your eyes. Let your whole body to relax from top to bottom and bottom to top. Now please join your palms together and say 3 times, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, hope you all had a very good silent meditation session. So during the meditation, I told you, whenever you endure, whenever you maintain the balanced mind, you change your inside pattern of blind reactions, right? And you set up another, another positive system inside. You replace a positive system inside. So taking out the negative system within, right? So you let your corrupt data go, and then you fill it with positive, new, good data, right? And you change your system, right? Just like in a, in a computer, so you take out the old system, and so then you replace it with the new system, right? So just like that. And during the meditation, sometimes the new students, they might feel a pain on your legs. At such times, they are allowed to, the beginners, they are allowed to, they can change their posture. But when you change your posture, don't do it very fast, making huge sounds. Be compassionate towards your fellow meditators. Calmly use your both hands, and then move your both legs slowly, right? So first moving with the help of your both hands. So move your left leg out, and then the right leg out. Let both legs to relax, but keep your eyes closed and keep on meditating as restart the meditation as you were used to while your legs are relaxing. And after that, when the legs are fine, so redo the posture again and restart, continue your meditation, right? So that's what you have to do. And but endure, so endure the posture, maintain the posture as long as possible, right? So try to keep your body, try to keep your back straight, neck straight, and head straight as long as possible. That posture gives you a lot of, a lot of support if you want to become successful in your meditation practice, right? Then please do like that when it comes to the posture, right? Then please work very, very ardently, very, very ardently. First for your own betterment and then for the betterment of other people, right? Then now it is the time for your small break, right? After the break, today we are going to talk about the third enemy of meditation and life. We already talked about two enemies of meditation and life. Today we are going to talk about laziness and how to come out of laziness. Okay, get ready. If you want to drink water or go to the bathroom, so, you have 5 minutes. But if you don't want to go, so please remain inside seated. Okay. Everyone, please say 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear Dhamma friends, during the last 2 weeks, I taught you certain tactics to win over two enemies of meditation. Can you remember the two enemies that I taught you about? Mr. Kevin, first one.
Sensual pleasure.
Yes, addiction to sensual pleasure. And we learned how to deal with it. Second one, Udare, very nice, aversion. So we learned about how to deal with the, addiction to sensual pleasure, and we learned about how to deal with aversion. If you were not present, so you can go to YouTube, and we have the recording on YouTube. So it's under Bant Chandima. I'm not promoting my channel, okay? So you can go to that one, and in the live section, you will find the old recording of last 2 weeks, and go to the last 30 minutes, and on that one, you will find the description. So please write down the important points. That's way, and not only you write down and know about, get the knowledge, you have to apply it in your day-to-day life and practice. That's important. Okay. Today we are going to talk about the third enemy of meditation. Right? Whenever you begin the meditation, sometimes maybe since your mindset is not right, no, sometimes maybe because of tiredness, what happens is so breathing or loving kindness meditation turns into sleeping meditation. Right? At once we start to hear some kind of, first we get to hear the warning signs, some kind of yawns, big yawns. Then after that we start. Then after that we start to hear a huge snoring sound at the corner. That's why you are mostly not allowed to keep your back on the wall, right? So that's one way that you can turn the breathing meditation into a sleeping meditation. When you're very comfortable, that's sometimes what happens. So let's learn about how to come out of laziness, not only during the meditation but also in your day-to-day life, right? In so in psychology, these uh, the laziness, it is described with two words. One is sloth, the other one is torpor. Sloth and torpor. So sloth means it is the drowsiness of the mind, right? Drowsy nature of the mind. And torpor means the freezing nature of the mind. In Buddha's description, Buddha describes them as um, uh, so laziness of the mind and laziness of the thoughts. Right? So laziness of we think, uh, according to our general knowledge, what we think is mind and thoughts are the same. But according to Buddha, mind and the thoughts, they are totally different two things. They are interconnected, but they are not the same. Mind is called as chitta. Then thoughts are called as chaitasikas. Right? So that's what we see actually as mind. Right? But those are two things. Then laziness of the mind and laziness of the thoughts. Right? Then so that's what causes inside laziness. Right? Then laziness can arise due to various kinds of causes. right? When there is laziness, we cannot practice. Not only we cannot practice and develop and progress in the meditation practice, but also it prevents us from developing in our day-to-day lives too. There are people who postpone things, right? Who I cannot do it today. It's too hot today. I can't go. I can't do this. It's too cold today, so I cannot do it, right? Then it's too windy today, right? I am very hungry, so I ate a lot, right? Or if not, they have various kinds of reasons to postpone stuff, right? So using such kind of excuses, people postpone things. So if it is an actual reason, that's fine. But if there is any health, reasons, but if someone uses those excuses because of laziness, that stops someone's progress in life, right? Not only in meditation. Then there are various kinds of reasons which can cause laziness in meditation and in life too. First reason is ayoniso manasikara, in those days language Pali. So mindfulness, not being aware about not being aware about the current nature of our body and mind. Right? You let your autopilot system to work, and you are not living mindfully. Do you know the autopilot system? What is the autopilot system? So there is a comfortable way that you are used to let things happen, right? So that is the autopilot way, right? When you brush your teeth, you let your hand to brush it, but you are not mindful. Right? And when you are eating, you think thousands of things, and while eating, right? You're not. You let your habitual pattern to continue, but actually you are not focused on your eating. Right? We have to do one thing at a time. Later on, I'll teach you the mindfulness habit that you need to practice daily. So with that technique, let's try at least to practice one thing, focus during a day, but not right now. I will teach it in the next month. Then, all right, why it happens mostly? Because you don't know, you don't have a good comprehension about the purpose of doing it, right? Why we are practicing meditation? So we discussed it during the very first week too, because that was the topic which we discussed on the very first week, very first Friday of the year. We are practicing meditation to come out of all negativities and to develop all the positivities and to attain real peace and real happiness with it. That is the purpose. When you have that purpose fully embedded inside your mind, you have a clear purpose, right? Then you will practice very diligently. So the first one is, first cause for the laziness is mindfulness, right? You don't have any wise consideration about what you are doing. Therefore, then you let your autopilot system to keep on running, and then you are not mindful about your body and mind. Right? You're not here. Even though your body is here, your mind is not at the present, focus at the present moment. Right? Then, then because of that, what happens is whenever you start to practice, you feel lazy. right? You don't feel energetic. You don't feel motivated, right? Because of that, so many people, even though they have the courage to begin the practice, then they slip away uh, since they don't have the motivation, right? Then mindfulness is the first course. And even during your day-to-day life, sometimes we don't feel like doing certain important positive things. Why is that? Because you don't have you don't see any purpose in doing it. So in brief, I won't let you know, please find the purpose in doing that. Then you will feel motivated. You will feel energetic. You can apply this into your day-to-day life too, right? Especially at your workplace. Second one is excessive eating. That also can cause laziness. If you do bojani in Pali, bojani amattanyuta. That means you don't know the limit of your eating, right? Especially, please write down, we have to stop our eating, leaving space at least for 2 glasses of water. That is the advice of the Buddha. We have to leave space at least for 2 glasses of water. Uh, so when we eat, right? Buddha says that there are 5 kinds of excessive eaters. First excessive eater is called as ahara hattaka. When they overeat, somebody else needs to help such kind of people to stand up. Right? They are called as ahara hattaka. Second one is alangsataka. When certain people overeat, right? So they cannot maintain the clothes on their body. So they have to lose their clothes to feel comfortable, right? They are far excessive eaters than the first one. Third one is tatra vattaka. So third excessive eater, when they eat, so they fall. They can't stand up, right? Even though they take out the clothes, they cannot manage it, so they have to lie down on the floor for some time, right? This is the third kind of overeating. Fourth one is kagamasaka. Kagamasaka are the fourth excessive eater. They eat up to the neck level. Kagamasaka means even the crows can come and pick food from your mouth, right? So in one funny story, it says somebody overate, right? So this person was struggling with overeating. So another person asked to keep keep that person's hands inside and let himself vomit. In reply, that person said, "Oh, if I had that much space, I would have eaten another banana." Right. So there are such kind of karma massacres. And fifth one is the people who overeat and vomit. They overeat and then what they do is they vomit. Right? These are the 5 kinds of overeaters. So when we overeat, so we sacrifice our mental and physical both well-being. Right? Because most of our energy we need to use that, whatever the energy that we have to use it to consume food. When you spend all your energy to consume food, where there'll be energy to think clearly, and then for the other thing, to do the other stuff. Therefore, we have to understand, we are not living to eat. Instead, we eat to live. Okay. Then third one is meditation at darkness. If you meditate at dark places, For certain people, those are the perfect places. But for certain people, due to various kinds of psychological reasons, they cannot meditate at dark places. So for them, the best thing is picking a place where there is light, right? So please write it down. Meditation and darkness is the third course. Fourth one is physical tiredness due to overwork. When you overworked, body becomes tired. Then naturally, um, uh, because of the physical tiredness, you will feel laziness, sleepiness, right? Then fifth one is putting unnecessary amount of courage, right? So to raise this one, we need a certain amount of courage, right? But it is not similar to raise this one, right? So just like that in life too, uh, according to the situations, we need to adjust our courage. If you put a lot of courage into something excessively, then again the balance is broken, right? Then the body feels tired, our energy gets wasted, and then because of that, we'll feel laziness, right? Body feels tired, mind feels tired, so you feel lazy, right? You feel frustrated and then feel lazy. And then too many desires. If you have a lot of desires, then they are going to bother you all the way. And struggling with them, or when you're struggling with them, when you struggle with them for a longer period of time, mind is tired, so body is tired, you feel sleepy and lazy, right? Then fifth one is too much expectations, right? Even in the meditation, let's say you come for 1 week and you practice throughout that week, uh, daily at home for 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening, as I request. And then after that, in the second week too, let's say they practice, but they don't see any progress. Mind is still the same. It's just like a wild bull, jumping monkey. Still, there is no concentration, no peace or calmness at all. Then what happens is they feel, they thought, let's say, they might have thought, oh, I can develop concentration and calmness inside the mind within 1 or 2 weeks, but it is not happening. Then what happens is they feel very frustrated, and then since it is not meeting their expectations, they also slip off, right? It can also cause laziness. Therefore, too much expectation. Always, when we practice, we have to simply practice as we can, right? As we can. Then we have to let the nature do its own course. Our job is just to focus and keep on practicing for your benefit first and for the well-being of others too, right? Because peace always begins with yourself. And then only, whenever we develop peace inside only, we can share it with the other people. Okay? Right. Then solutions. Especially when you feel lazy and sleepy during the meditation. If it is a daytime, right? So please write down solutions. If it is daytime, so just so look at the light. Open your eyes and look at the light. When you look at the light, then your sleepiness will go away. Or if it is the night time, so close your eyes and remember the beauty of daytime. Right? Mentally think a place where where there is, I mean, a nice place where there is full of sun rays, right? Light. When you imagine that, That will also help you to come out of that sleepiness. And if it doesn't work, then what you have to do is, if you know any stanza or mantra according to your own religions, so you can chant it loudly, but you have to chant it with awareness. You have to feel, so you have to listen to that sound very, very calmly, right? And then that's number 2. Uh, then third one is, if it doesn't work, you can change your posture, right? You can change your posture. So again, you can change your posture very slowly with awareness. That will also help you to come out of your laziness, sleepiness. I know students know about this. Hope you practice these things. So when you practice meditation, right? Fourth one is, wash your face with cold water. If it doesn't work, then go out and wash your face thoroughly with cold water. That will also help you to come out of your sleepiness and laziness. That's number 4. Right. Please write these things down. And then number 5 is, if it doesn't work, what you have to do is, please practice walking meditation. Walk back and forth. Right? If you feel lazy, so it doesn't matter whether you feel lazy during your meditation or at your workplace. At that time, if you feel sleepy, less energy, better to walk calmly back and forth at a calm area, right? Where you can find enough space, right? The next one is prevention. Guard against the causes. Next one. Guard against the causes means, I taught you already about certain things that can cause so sleepiness and laziness, right? So therefore, what you have to do is, please prevent them, right? So for an example, begin the meditation with clear intention. Understand why you are doing it. And with the clear purpose, please start it. And then avoid overeating. You can avoid overeating, right? And then third one is, maintain regular sleep. That's also important, right? Then fourth one is, keep your daily life energetic and mindful, right? Always you have to understand, this moment is the only moment that you have. You can't predict about the next moment. Let it be tomorrow. You can't predict about the next moments. Anything can happen. So there are millions and millions of reasons that can cause your death, right? So therefore, understanding that, enjoy the present moments, even during your meditation practice. So that's what you should do when you're practicing. And next one is, so develop courageous thoughts. Develop courageous thoughts. And how to develop courageous thoughts? Think about the courageous people that you know, that you really respect. When you think about how they face difficult situations and how they diligently and with courage, right? With courage face such kind of situations, then it can motivate you, and then you will try to follow them. That will help you to come out of your laziness and sleepiness. Okay. Next one is, maintain a routine. Routine is also will help you to come out of your laziness, right? And then final one is, if nothing works, then especially during the meditation, if nothing works, you try all these techniques, but nothing works, you still your head still falls down. And whatever meditation that you do, that you are doing, it always turns into sleeping meditation at the end. Then you have to recognize, oh, the body is tired. Then we have to let the sleeping meditation take over. So go and find a bed and sleep nicely with sleeping meditation. Right? That's what you have to do. Okay. Then these are the solutions that you need to apply. Right. Buddha says, Appasutayang purisu balivaddu jirati mansani tassa vaddanti panya tassa nevaddati. Appasutayang puliso. The person without courage and less learning, right? Less practice. So that person decays, grows just like a bull. Right? Mansani tassa vaddanti. That person's muscles grow. This is, that person has, so these things are love. I mean, muscles, fleshiness. It grows inside that person. But panya tassa nivaddati. That person doesn't develop, but that person doesn't grow with wisdom. So, then understand, laziness is a big enemy of your meditation and life. Any moment that you spend with laziness, you cannot drag it back. Understand. Then understand the value of this present moment. Right? And moment by moment, we are reaching our final moment. We don't know whether we'll live 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, or 80 years, or 90. We cannot predict about the future. But we only can focus on the present moment. So value it and live diligently and practice also diligently. So suppressing your laziness and develop in your practice further and further and further, growing inside more and more inner peace and inner happiness. And finally, eradicating all the negativities, developing all the positivities, try to attain ultimate peace, ultimate happiness, Nibbana. Please join your palms together and concentrate. Abhimadena silisse nichang baddha pachaino chattaro dhamma vadanti ayuvangno sukhang balang ayunarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vacha ato nimmana sampatti iminati samijjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good night to everyone. Take care of yourself and take rest. See you again on next Friday at 8 p.m. Good night to everyone. Secure. Right. Good night, Amit.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you.
Good night, Mr. Elliot.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you so much.
Good night, Mrs. Jane.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you so much.
Good night, Mr. Adil and Mrs. Shenas.
Good night, Bante.
Good night, Bhante.
Good night, Ms. Rita and Mr. Howard. Good night, Ms. Sudhi.
Good night, Bante.
Good night. Good night, Ms. Sudhi. Okay. Right. Good night, Mrs. Rita.